That's what businesses need too, from one administration to the next.
So if I'm a business owner, how do I make my voice heard, or what's the best way they get in contact really with your team or you, and how to make that voice count?
Yeah, they can reach out to one of the advocates. The president has appointed 10 advocates across the country. We all have a geographic region. So they could reach out to one of us, or they can also call a red tape hotline. So if they go to advocacy.sba.gov, that was something we also created in our first year. And Congress has actually reauthorized that. They love that. The ability for somebody just to call an 800 number at any time and leave a message on, hey, this is a regulation that's impacting my business. This is a pain point for me. Whether it's a dollar pain point or just a time waste pain point, because you got to go and fill out yet another form. We want to hear from businesses. And so there's multiple ways that they can go ahead and bring that to our attention. We also send out requests for virtual roundtables that people can participate with. In fact, we had one on CMMC not too long ago.
Okay.
And other things that might be really specific to your industry.
Do you find that that you're hearing some of the same complaints, or are they very singular and it's just about what, kind of siloed to what they're doing, or kind of both?
We get a lot across the spectrum, but I think there's a lot of small businesses are experiencing many of the similar, pain points. And if you go to our most wanted list, that's again how we're aggregating that.
Is that between the 10 of you in the U.S.? You guys are kind of coming up with that list.
Yes, across the country.
That's great. What do you think is the biggest misconception about influencing policy?
Probably that it can't be done. I'm just one person. There's nothing I can do. But I tell you, I've been in this chair now, or this role, for a year, and I've seen people's stories make a difference. And I've given a couple of different examples. One was a 6th-generation rancher in southern Utah, northern Arizona, that, because we have such a large percentage of federal lands in the western states, wanted to be able to change the way that grazing rules and regulations were enforced on federal lands. And being a roundtable participant and then going and speaking directly with secretaries like Secretary Rollins and also Secretary Burgum of the Interior, because you got BLM and U.S. Forest Service that are under different departments, and Kelly Loeffler, SBA administrator, and then meeting with the president. I mean, this is somebody that I know. He sends me a picture of him in the Oval with President Trump saying, I can't believe we talked about these rules and regulations to the president. So it can really make a difference.